Hi guys, this is Ryan from KidsTabletWiFi.com, and today we're going to go over the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 for kids. I know there's a lot of you anxiously awaiting to see what this can do. It did come out just this Monday, and mine came in on Wednesday, but we're going to get right into it, and we're going to get into all the specs, and I'll get a written review and everything up for you on the website here shortly. We're going to go over what's included in the box, the specs, and then we'll get into all the content, educational and otherwise. Alright, so let's talk about what's included in this. And we're going to have our, if you have any Samsung products, you realize this is just a normal setup, the wall charger and the USB to mini USB. The screen protector is black, so you will not be able to use that. You will have to get screen protectors, so I had to pull it off to be able to use it. You have a quick start guide and a full guide to use it, and troubleshooting tips should you have any issues. And then we have our Samsung Galaxy 3 tab for kids. You can see it's orange and yellow. I had to put this little case on there. Comes sitting over your actual charger and cords, so I just popped that on there, started it up, had to do a couple things to get it going. We used my Google account, and I have a Samsung account already that I got with my Note 2, so I signed up for that already, so I just had to sign into that stuff. If you don't have those accounts, you will need to sign up to be able to use it. And next we're going to get into lots of the content. So far it looks really good, really cool. It has both a parent mode and a child mode. And we'll go through some of this stuff after we talk about the specs. Alright, so let's get into some specs of this tablet. You can see really clear, really beautiful screen. It's 7 inches, 1024 by 600. Definitely you can't see a pixel or anything like that if you've ever held a Samsung tablet, or really if you go to any of your stores, look at the 7-inch Samsung tablet, and this is going to be the same screen. You're going to get really high quality. Up front you got a 1.3 megapixel camera. In the rear you have a 3 megapixel camera. Probably the best kids tablet cameras you're going to get. You're also going to have a micro SD card. On the front, it's set up very much like the other ones. You can see you got a home page screen. You got your home button, your back arrow button, and then your option button. These don't do a whole lot when you're in the kid mode, but when you're in parent mode, it looks just like any other Samsung product. So if you're used to them, if you got the Skyrocket or Galaxy or Note or something like that, you'll be real familiar with the setup. We have some volume buttons and a power button and a reset button, and on the bottom you got 2 speakers, mini USB, and a microphone. And like I said, it comes with that bumper right there. Some other notables about it is a 1.2 gigahertz processor, comes with a gigabyte of RAM, and it has 8 gigabytes of internal memory. And we'll get into how much is left over after all the apps. And you also have the 4.1 Android Jelly Bean OS. That's what's going to run it. You do have some updates coming out of the box. There was an update for the Samsung account that I had. There was an update for Kids World. So you just need to update those. Found something really cool when I was in Kids World though. And that was, I found a free game. So if you have a little boy, my son loves Legos. He loves the especially the Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman, all that. I got this for free through Kids World, so they got some cool free games in there as well. That's something you're going to pay 30 to 50 to 60 bucks on a console. So got a really cool game for free. There was lots of other stuff for free, and I'll talk about some of that when we get into the content. So until then, stay tuned. Alright, so let's get into some of the content. I want to start with the Parental Controls. This tablet is very loud. I had to turn it way down just to be able to do the video. So first let's talk about the settings. If you hit the little 3 bars on the bottom left, we can go into settings, and you can choose all your options up here like you would normally see on a phone. They also have this edit cards button, which is the little cards on the carousel for your kids to use. I wanted to show you it's real easy just to add any card. I got Chronicles, and that is a app that I bought through the kids program with Samsung, and I also got Subway Surfers because that's a popular Google Play app. And so basically you just hit add card, and anything you've downloaded, as long as you've made it accessible to your child by like add app, and then it asks for your parental control, and then you could say, okay, I want them to be able to use Google Chrome. So now we can add Google Chrome, and you see it pops up as a card. That's exactly what I did to get Chronicles and Subway Surfer on there. So you can put really any games you want on there. Some of the other parental controls include like Time Manager. You'll have things like how long they're allowed to use it for, what time period they're allowed to. So I know some people, I've got a friend whose kid will get up in the middle of the night and play on her phone. So, you could just keep it available until 7 or 8 p.m. at night or whenever they're supposed to be in bed. That way they won't be able to access it. So that's a cool function, as well as time use. Application Manager, showed you that just a second ago. This will let you go through all the apps that you have available. So you can pick and choose which ones you want them to have access to. And that's where you change your password. The first time you set it up, it'll ask for you to enter your password and then confirm it. And then once you confirm it, if you want to change it, you just go to change PIN in case your kid learns it. You can also go to the standard home screen, and this is going to look like any Samsung device. It's definitely full Android. You can do whatever you want with this tablet. It's got a lot of great options. If your kids like YouTube, you could put YouTube on there. Obviously it has Netflix and all that kind of stuff. Anything you can find on Google Play, you can find there. You just hit kids mode to go back into kids mode. And so now let's talk about some of the stuff that's included. I started out and I played a lot of these games. They got Toco Train, which lets your kid control a train and they get to go pick up people and stuff like that. They have Hair Salon 2. Basically, you get to cut people's hair, style it different ways, take funky pictures, and they can keep that. Kids Planet Discovery. This lets you do it, and all of these are in multiple languages. I believe there's 8 of them. So it's great for anyone across the world. But on Discovering the World, I went through and I placed all the states on the United States, and it'll tell you which state it is, give you a shape, and it's almost like a puzzle, and they basically put it together, and that's a good way for them to learn their states, and not only their states, but around the world. They can learn all the continents. We have Inventions. It's a cool little program that gets your child to think. They give you little pieces of a invention, like wheels and stuff like that, and basically it shows you what your outcome is supposed to be, and you have to use the little pictures to make an invention that will do exactly what you want. It's real fun. Gets your kid thinking, probably more in the 5, 6, 7-year-old range. Create is a cool little program. You can either do other pictures, create your own pictures, or you can, they've got like people and faces, and basically they've got all these cool little things on the side where you can add, lips to the face and stuff like that, and basically just make your own picture, and then you can take photos and save them, and they can share them with you. Ocean, underwater game. It's all about vocabulary, sentence structure, and some grammar, and it's definitely for like the 5 or 6 year old range as well. You got a couple Android apps here: Wipeout, Fruit Ninja, Where's My Perry, Toy Story Smash It. That's one of my son's favorite games. He plays, basically you get to be Buzz Lightyear and you get to knock down buildings. It's like a 3D Angry Birds. Alright, in Kids World, you have tons of stuff to do. It's a theme park of kids learning apps. And basically you can play, go to Phonics Town, Cloud Break. There's just all kinds of stuff. And each one has several games. You start with the first 2 are free. And then you can purchase the other ones, at a later time if you want to purchase them. One thing I do like about it does have a home button. Makes it real easy for kids to get home, much like if they're using an iPhone or an iPad. I really like the kids store because I was able to find like really good games, and I found a bunch for free even. So Alphabet and Numbers, Learning Center, there's all kinds of stuff. Some of them are free, some of them are $1, some are $2, some are $3. Most of them are under $3 though, and that's pretty inexpensive when you think about how much cartridges and other stuff can cost. Dolphin Readers is a reading program for ebooks and stuff like that. You got Kids Video and Kids Camera. Like I said, you have a 1.3 front facing camera and a 3 megapixel back camera. So really, as far as kids tablets go, that's the best you're going to get. I think I showed you guys already. I got that Lego Star Wars Chronicles, and it was free, and that would normally cost you $20, $30, $40, $50 at the store for a DS or something like that. And then you can do a kids gallery, which just shows you all the photos. And I didn't do anything with the dinosaur, but if they would have colored it in or made funny faces on it or whatever they would have done to it, they can just take a picture and then it stays in their gallery. That's about as far as the content goes. Like I said, you have a lot of stuff that you can get. And when I updated Kids World, that's how I found some free stuff. So when you go on there, and it'll also show you free downloads and things that are done by the same publisher. So if you like a certain publisher, it makes it real easy to get back to that publisher and find some of the stuff that they have for free. So a lot of great stuff. You're not going to be disappointed with this tablet. It's definitely a Samsung product. It's going to cost you more than any other 7-inch tablet, but it's definitely worth your money. I'm glad you guys watched this video. If you have any questions, I'll be doing a full written review along with this video review, and I'll be happy to answer them. So thanks again for watching.